Hello, dear friend. Listen with your heart, for something beyond words is stirring in the unseen. You may not name it yet. Perhaps it feels like a weight that is not sorrow, a hush that is not peace, a vibration that is not yet sound. It is more than uncertainty, more than expectation. It is destiny drawing breath, the divine scaffolding being built in the secret places of your soul. Heaven leans in, angels stand at attention. It is your hour. You are on the threshold of something fresh. Not a rehash of old victories, not a recycled tale, not a comfort you already know. This is the essential, unprecedented move of God, who is doing in you something that no one has charted, something with no comparison. It may sound large, impossible even, but remember how at creation God said, "Let there be light," and leaned into what had never been before, spoke worlds into existence. Genesis 1:3. Before that, there was nothing, and now there is everything. And here you are, standing in what looks like waiting, but is more, a season of gestation, a time when every tear, every shadow, every moment you thought invisible was in fact the soil under your feet. John 4:35. Lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are already white unto harvest. What you are expecting is ready. The work has been done behind closed doors. The seed has been planted. The roots have gone deep. For years, you've carried questions no one could answer. Maybe you've wondered why your life has seemed misaligned with everyone else's. Doors opened only to close. Friends cheered only to drift. Opportunities knocked, but they weren't enough. Why? Because those things were incidental. They were tests, not your destiny. God is up to something that requires seams to tear, structures to dissolve, so that you don't merely adapt, you are remade. Hebrews 11:1 reminds us, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Those nights when you hoped, those mornings when you rose trembling, all were needed. Faith was forming in your bones. Hope was rooting itself in your marrow. And now something sovereign is breaking through. Something that will not only change you, it will change the way people believe in what is possible. Imagine a sunrise painting the sky with colors no one's astronaut or painter could replicate. Or an orchestra that begins in discord, but when the conductor lifts the baton, silence becomes harmony, chaos becomes song. That's you, and that's the moment that is coming. Not gradual, not patient, not safe, transcendent, audible, tangible. You are the vessel through which heaven is redefining boundaries. You are not asked merely to survive, but to display, to shine, to stand, to show the invisible, to let the breathable and unseen become the undeniable. At times, the world will misunderstand you. They may call your new alignment arrogance, your perseverance stubbornness, your unique voice stubborn. Let them. Isaiah 43:1-2 says, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned." You have passed through fire. You have waded through water. You have come through the valley of the shadow. And you are not burned. You are not erased. You are refined. You are shaped. You are now prepared. Because what is coming is designed not for comfort, but for display. Not merely to bless, but to break new territory. Not just to tell a story, but to launch a testimony that compels heaven to give pause. Your perseverance has been the hidden thread in a tapestry no one could see. Every failure you refused, every moment you rose when quitting seemed easier. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. Job 13:15. Every time the night felt endless, every time hope seemed futile, you did not relent. And that non-relenting is how the foundations are laid. The storms tested you, but you stood. The silence pressed you, but you prayed. The rejection shaped you, but you loved anyway. So, now, see how God has been preparing you for a new announcement. Not one that you will broadcast, but one that broadcasts you. It's not about your announcement. It's about what God will do through your life that will force the announcement. You are about to become a signal, loud enough that those who thought the story was over will blink. Those who counted you out will recalibrate their measure. Even you will look back and see those very places you believed were empty. These have been the ground under your feet toward what was always meant to be revealed. Let me speak of Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Your life is living that promise. Even before you saw it, even before you believed it. Plan by plan, God has been working, crafting what you cannot yet grasp, but will soon live. There will come a sound from you no one has heard, a vibration in your spirit, something that shifts the space around you, because this is not your voice mimicking others. This is your voice molded by heaven into its original shape. That shape was formed in the quiet. It was tempered by faith. It was soaked in tears, but never drowned. It was refined in patience, but never surrendered. Many will remain comfortable in the predictable. They will prefer the old rhythms, the safety of what has been. They may fear the unknown stirring in you. They may see your emergence as alarm. But light is not apologetic. Dawn does not negotiate with darkness. The purpose of the storm was not to destroy you, but to clear the path. The purpose of the wilderness was not to abandon, but to mature and equip. Your life is about to shout something true, that God does not reuse stories. He writes originals, that what you saw as broken was actually breaking you open. That what you saw as delays were divine pauses, waiting for the crescendo. Ever heard Psalm 40, verse 1-3? I waited patiently for the Lord. He inclined to me and heard my cry. He brought me up out of the pit. He put a new song in my mouth. Many will see and fear and put their trust in the Lord. Soon your mouth will carry a song no one taught you, because it was planted by His Spirit, grown in your darkness, ready to declare mystery into melody. You were never meant to follow someone else's blueprints, never meant to shrink into expectation. You were meant to expand, to catalyze, to break maps, to pull forth paths no cartographer charted. When people looked at your life and wondered, why don't things flow like theirs? Know this: your flow cannot be constrained by old rivers. Your river must carve its course. Your path must crack the earth for new passage. You have been steward of persistence, steward of a promise, steward of an unseen kingdom work. With every tear shed, you were watering seeds in the unseen. With every heartbreak, you were gaining wisdom that cannot be stolen. With every rejection, you refined compassion and courage. And those who overlooked you will see that God's choice is not about visibility, it's about purpose. Now, as heaven leans closer, listen. The tremors you feel are not signs of collapse, but warnings before the explosion of glory. When an earthquake comes, the earth shakes to declare that power underground is about to break through. That's what you are. The ground is shifting beneath you for good. Brace not for what is small, but for what is uncommon, what is off schedule but perfectly on time, what is overwhelming but precisely measured for you, what may seem impossible through human sight but is inevitable through God's hand. You will not just survive this season, you will transcend it, and your life will become a reference point. Others will say, I saw someone like that. I felt the same shaking, but they stepped into what God had for them. When that moment arrives, you will not need to defend it. The revelation will speak. The demonstration will testify. The atmosphere will shift. Those who doubted you will whisper, how? Those who rejected you will confess, I overlooked what God was doing. Those who left will wonder what awakened you. You did not earn this merely by trying to be strong. You earned it by refusing to give up. You earned it by moving toward invisible promises. You earned it by saying yes when no one else would hear you. You earned it by believing the voice inside that said, you are more than your circumstance. Lift up your eyes now, straighten your back, breathe deep. This is no longer about what was. This is utterly about what is and what will be. The restlessness in your spirit is a gift. The urgency in your heart is God's invitation. The pressure you've been under is not crushing you, it has been molding you. This world will remember this turn in your story. This moment is your legacy in motion. It is marked by originality, designed by heaven. It is the birth of something that was never seen, never done, never repeated. And when you walk into it, don't whisper, don't back away. Don't apologize for your light. Let it blaze. Let it saturate the room. Let it declare the supernatural behind your journey. So move forward with courage, with relentless faith, with the swagger of one who knows the Creator is at work, in you, through you, for you. Not timidly, not quietly, boldly, fierce, unashamed. Unashamed because your battle is won, though not yet fully shown. The breakthrough is here. The glory is near. Your life is now the canvas heaven wants to paint miracles upon. Miracles